Welcome to Freezer Meals 101. I'm Christy.
And I'm Charla, and we are so excited to be cooking with you today. We are going to give you all of these recipes, the shopping list, and the printable labels.
Ooh.
And the prep list so that you can make these right along with us. So pop down below and get your free, easy, slow cooker freezer meals guide, and then you can make these right along with us.
Let me give you a little tour real quick. We have a nice title page, no big deal. Notes for this particular plan, notes for all plans. The prep list of things that you have to do, we've already done it. So if you want to cook with us, get your PDF, go to the store, buy the stuff. There's a shopping list in the back, I'll get there. And then prep your stuff up and just cook along with us. We would love to have you cook along with us. So today, our prep list is chopping bacon, cubing up stew meat, slicing mushrooms, lots of stuff with onions, and chopping zucchini. Then we have our recipes. And then at the end, we have the shopping list. There's a secret to our shopping list. Everything in here is double the amount that you're gonna need in your recipe because we're making 2 of everything. We're making 10 freezer meals today. Whoop, whoop. All right.
It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna end up with a week or two's worth of meals, and this is gonna take you no time at all to put together. An hour or less, including your prep, and these will all be done. It could be a lot less than an hour, honestly, but I'm just putting it on the, long side just to set you up for success.
It's true. It's true. And you didn't have to clean your kitchen to make a nice fancy video for this either, so you'll be even faster. So your kitchen's already clean, right?
This is true. Now, the reason that we're doing slow cooker freezer meals today is because it's summer, and if it gets hot, you don't want to have to heat your house up by having the oven on. So the slow cooker is a great way to go.
And it's summer. You've got soccer games. You've got trips to the beach. You've got everything on the go all the time. Isn't it nice to have just something that's doing its own thing and you don't have to do? That's the point. That's the point of a slow cooker.
It's awesome.
It is awesome.
When you marry Crock Pot and freezer meals, yeah. It's like, it just takes all the mental stress off you.
What are you making today, Charla?
We are making an easy chicken cacciatore. This is 5 ingredients. It's so simple. A salsa verde chicken tacos. Yum, because tacos are always good. Swedish meatballs, Dr. Pepper pulled pork. Oh, I love that one too.
It is a good one.
And beef and bacon goulash. And that one is keto for those of you that care about those things. So let's get started. We're going to do the chicken cacciatore first. And so you'll need to grab your bags of chicken, or grab your bags and put the chicken in it. And here we go. So for the chicken cacciatore, we're going to be doing a jar of spaghetti sauce, your chicken, 3 to 5 boneless, skinless chicken breasts.
We have 4 today.
Zucchini, which has already been cubed, and you've done that too because you did your prep, yay! And 3/4 cup of onion. Oh, and some Italian seasoning, 1 tablespoon, and we have this giant thing of Italian seasoning, but you can just use, your little one. This is so great over pasta.
Awesome. It's what it's for. And it goes in the slow cooker.
Woohoo!
All right,
Okay.
Let's start. Use your big muscles, Charla.
Goodness.
All right, go ahead and do that. I'm going to do the onion. Shall I get you a spatula?
No, I think I've been pretty successful without the spatula.
Funny.
Okay, there, and the zucchini. Is that seriously it?
That's seriously it. We're done.
Okay. Voila! Just like that. High five.
However, at home, you've done 2. We've just done 1 here. You've done 2 because
we want to be able to film an overhead and this way video, whatever that's called, so that it just gives you guys a better sense.
So you want to mix them up really well. Squish it around so that your chicken will marinate as it defrosts, and every little bit of your Italian seasoning mixes in with your spaghetti sauce. And then you must take out all of your air because
air is the enemy when you're freezer cooking. That's what causes your freezer burn. And I know I harp on it, but
if you're new here and you didn't know that, that is new information that you needed.
And if you are new, hit that subscribe button
and hit like,
because you will want to see all of our fun videos.
And leave a comment below. We'd love to hear you, especially if you're new. Like, we love our fans. We love our regulars. I see you.
Oh yeah.
But we want to hear from our new people too. All right, Chickencacciatore, fancy label. I'm going to tell you how to cook this one because it's easy. We're going to put it in the crock pot. Dump the bag contents into the slow cooker. Cook on low for 4 to 6 hours. Ensure the chicken is cooked thoroughly before serving. I could probably take that part out. And serve over your choice of pasta noodles.
Okay, I'm laughing because it sounds like you're reading an audiobook. Like
I listen to a lot of audiobooks, so that's probably I'll come out with accents later. A little shrimp on the barbie.
Okay, now we're doing the Salsa Verde chicken tacos. Just so that you know, it is purposeful that we have the chicken recipes back to back, and that is because anytime you're freezer cooking, you want to use, or you want to do meals that are using the same protein at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
One reason that I didn't even think of before, but one of our viewers pointed it out to me, thank you so much, is cross-contamination. That is like a really good point.
That is.
And we hadn't thought of that, but the reason that we do it is because it saves a ton of time, because then you're working with like proteins at the same time, and you're, getting like doing all the yucky chicken bits, whatever, all at once, right? And then you're moving on to, your
you can do
whatever.
You can do a complete wipe down. Whereas when we first started, we would just go where the wind blew us, and we'd be like, I'm gonna do ground beef. Oh, I'm gonna do a little bit of sausage now. Now I'm gonna do chicken because I'm tired of that. Then I'm gonna do back some beef, and then we're gonna go to the salmon. And it was all over the place, but we really just streamlined it by going by protein. It was much better.
It takes way less time to do it this way. So, although we're talking a lot to you, so we're not as fast as we should be, but we're going to move on to the next one. Promise.
All right. We're back. We've cleared down, we've reset, and we are ready to go for the chicken salsa verde. Do you know what salsa verde is? Green salsa. I'd never heard of it before till I met Charlotte. Our palates have expanded at our house since meeting Charlotte, because she's a foodie. And so all of these freezer meals are good, or she wouldn't put them in there. And while I don't always I'm not always a fan of everything that she likes, and vice versa.
True.
It's always tasty.
Yeah.
It's always tasty.
I like flavor.
A lot of flavor. And she's good at it. All right, let's put this together.
So we're doing half a cup of onion. This is more like minced onion, like your finer chop than the onion that we used for the Chickencacciatore. And 1 cup salsa verde, and a little tiny bit of cumin. And you had your chicken breasts in there. We used 4. You can use anywhere from 4 to 6 for this one. And just like that, seriously,
we're done.
Another meal.
When you do this one, you're going to do it in the slow cooker, but then you're going to take out the chicken breast and shred it and put it back in and let it sit a little bit longer. And then tell us all the awesome things that you can put on it, because that's also where she shines. She knows how to dress a taco.
Well, you can do tacos however you like to do them best.
That's the beautiful thing about tacos, isn't it?
But I think these go really well in this like corn flour tortilla blend They're just really nice. You can put them in a hard shell taco if you want, or a flour tortilla. But I like this particular one in this corn flour blend. You can top it with cilantro, some cojita cheese, or some feta, some guacamole, you know, salsa, onions, jalapenos, serrano peppers.
See, it's endless. It's endless. You could do it all, or none of that.
Come for tacos one day.
Come for tacos at our house.
We have lots of versions of tacos.
Okay, that's it. Salsa
Voila.
Verde, done.
Okay, now we are doing Swedish meatballs. So we're changing it up from the chicken, and we're moving on to beef. Okay, so fun fact about me, it's not that fun, but Christy said it's okay that I have this on camera. So when I need a boost because I'm a little low energy or whatever, my caffeine fix of choice, I like tea, but my like jolt boost is wild cherry Pepsi, which is not always available in Canada. It's always available in the US. It's not always available in Canada. So when I go to the States, I always load up. You know, I can't bring it back on the airplane, so I just have it when I'm there. But anyway, and I make Slurpees with it. So you put it in a cup and you freeze it, and anyway, a homemade Slurpee.
And I told her it's okay because in Canada, we are the #1 Slurpee consuming country per capita in the entire world, which is ironic because it's typically pretty chilly here for most of the year.
And I will drink a Slurpee on a day when it's minus 30 Celsius, which is what in Fahrenheit? I have no idea.
How about this? Minus 40 in Celsius is minus 40 in Fahrenheit.
And it does, where we live, it gets to minus 40.
Yeah.
At least once a year, generally.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes for a whole week.
It happens. And the schools, the buses don't run. The schools are open, but the buses don't run. And we just play games with our kids and
stay inside as much as you can.
And she has Slurpees, but the rest of us drink hot chocolate.
Exactly. So this is my pick-me-up as we continue filming here and cooking with you, which makes it double the fun.
All right. Meatballs.
Swedish meatballs.
Swedish
we
meatballs.
are doing 2 cans of mushroom soup and half a cup of sour cream, some soy sauce, 1 teaspoon. So not very much, but I will add that now. Oh, these are so loud. I'm sorry, guys.
Clang.
Woo!
That's
a little more than 1 teaspoon, but it will be delicious.
Little dab will do ya.
And then a teaspoon of parsley, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, but we're gonna do a little more because nutmeg in there tastes really good.
It's gonna balance out the soy sauce.
Exactly. And a half a teaspoon of pepper.
And half a cup of sour cream, which you probably mentioned, but I'm doing it now, so I'm talking about it now.
I
wasn't really paying attention.
In case you didn't catch it, now you know. There we go. And parsley and nutmeg.
We're gonna
You have
2 of these. Look at our freezer meals. Makes me want to sing. We should have a song. We should have a freezer meal song. Her son-in-law plays the bass, self-taught. He was playing here on the weekend because it was their baby shower. It was awesome.
It's true. I'm gonna have a video of meals before baby, freezer meals before baby, because my daughter and I are filling her freezer. So, gotta check back for that. But yes, we had the baby shower.
It was awesome. And he played the bass for us. And he's quite good. And he learned it all on YouTube. Gotta love YouTube. Swedish meatballs.
Woohoo! Another 2 freezer meals done. You guys are rocking it!
Hey, and guess how you cook them?
In the slow cooker. And for those, you can serve them on pasta or rice or whatever you want. You can have
little
them with
baby
mashed
potatoes. Mashed potatoes or baby potatoes, and you can pretend you're at IKEA.
Oh, how fun!
I buy the little sauce. You can buy the sauce for the gravy at IKEA.
And make
You have the meatballs, and then you get the baby potatoes, and you put their gravy on it with the I buy the lingonberries.
And you were just like you're at IKEA.
Just like you're at IKEA. The little mixed veg.
Okay, now this next one is Dr. Pepper pulled pork. It has got to be one of my favorites. It's just super flavorful. I know we were talking about flavors before, but when you see what's in this, you'll understand why.
And it's a hit. When you make it, everybody loves it.
And you can serve it on buns. I like to take it camping. If you are gonna have electricity and you bring your slow cooker, it is just such a, especially if there's a rainy day, like it's just like that comfort food meal, and you just like, you know, pull the pulled pork and have it on your buns.
What's nice about this feeds a lot of people because you have the buns, you have the coleslaw, and well, the coleslaw isn't part of the freezer meal, but make some coleslaw with it.
Yes, add some coleslaw.
And people will just start coming by, right? They'll smell it long before it's ready. You
Yes.
will use all of your pulled pork.
You'll draw a crowd.
You'll draw a crowd. This is a good one.
Yeah,
Right.
it's awesome. Okay, and we happen to be going camping soon, and you're going camping right away. So.
Like in 2 days.
So this is a perfect one. So let's get to the pulled pork.
Okay.
So we are doing a pork shoulder or butt. I don't even remember which one this is, but
It's one of them.
it's
I took it out
one
of the package. You bought it. I took it out of the package and put it in the bag, but we don't know what's
It
going
was,
on here.
you know.
It's pork.
And
It's gonna be good.
an onion, coarsely chopped. So then we're going to have, this is the chipotle peppers in adobo sauce, and this is where you get a lot of your flavor. So this is what I was talking about it being flavorful. And 2 cans of Dr. Pepper. Now the Dr. Pepper help break down the pork and make it like super tender. So I know it might sound weird and pop in our freezer meals, but it's amazing.
It's like a beer roast, right? Does the same thing.
If you don't like spicy, then when you go to cook this, you can take the actual peppers out. You're gonna leave like the sauce they were in, but you can take the actual peppers out when you go to cook this. I love spicy.
I
so-
don't super love spice, so I will take them out, but I'll leave 1 or 2 in. Or what I'll do is I'll leave them in for like maybe half of it. Or when I go to shred it, I'll remove them. Depending on who's going to be eating it. But yeah, we don't like stuff quite as spicy at our house as they do at Charlotte's house.
Now we're doing
I need to get that other one in here.
Oh,
you can put the
there's
brown
another one.
sugar in, but
brown sugar. So that was 2 tablespoons. We had measured it out before. And salt and pepper. So now this is one that you might want to have a second person hold the bag for you while you're pouring things in. Or you can put the bag in a juice jug or a Tupperware container to hold it open so that it doesn't spill, because it's pretty liquidy.
freezer meals is more fun with a friend. Hey,
Way more.
in our Facebook group recently, somebody posted a poll and said, if you're from here, do a little check mark and maybe we can get together and do freezer meals, because it really is way more fun.
It's way more.
A lot
fun,
more.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hard work, so it's good to share the load a little bit, and it is a lot more fun. But if you haven't joined our Facebook group, you should come and join that. It's really the nicest group on the internet.
It's so nice. And you might find somebody in your area that you can do freezer meals with. And yeah, and that's how
So you don't have to put your bag in a jug.
I feel like freezer meals is one of the things that really cemented our friendship, because Christy moved in 2 doors down from us, and she came over the first time we were really getting to know each other, and she had her kids here, and my kids are, you know, they're running around, and I don't know, she saw a cookbook on my shelf and was like, do you do freezer meals? And
Because I do freezer meals.
yeah, and that's what started it, and it's been like more than 10 years now.
Yes. And it's
So-
wonderful. It's been wonderful.
It's amazing.
And, well, you don't need to know, like, we don't need to tell you, but when you hang out with your best friend for like 2 days straight, you cover all the bases. Like,
Yeah,
you get into every little
you can
detail.
talk about everything.
And do you know what's really funny about doing them now on video? All of our conversations are recorded.
It's true.
It's like, well, I don't know if I can say this one on camera. It's okay. All right, we got a Dr. Pepper pulled pork. It is 1 in a million.
Woot, woot, woot. I'm doing this a lot, this video. Anyway,
What's next here?
Beef and bacon goulash.
All right, let's clear down.
If this is your first time ever doing freezer meals, I am so excited for you because once you open your freezer and see that you don't have to cook again.
For the next week, 2 weeks, 3 months when we do it.
It's just the best feeling in the world because it takes off that mental load. And it's not so much about not having to do the work, because I know you're hardworking. I know it's not the work that you're avoiding. It's about not having to think about what to make. And if you find that you do love the feeling of not having to think about what's for supper and not having to run out and get groceries last minute and not always be scrambling to figure out like, what am I doing for supper today? How am I gonna feed my family? Then I invite you to join our Freezer Meals 101 club. You'll find the link down below for that.
Here's what's great about the club. We have all of our recipes in there. We have a way that you can make a meal plan and then print off the shopping list. And then you come home and you do all your prep and you do what we do without really having to do a whole lot of thought behind it because the recipes are there, it does the math for you, and you have the shopping list. You just do your prep and you make the meals.
And it's customized because if you have only 2 of you, you can make 2 servings in each of the meals. If you've got a larger family, you can double each of them, or you can double them anyway so that you get 2 of each, whatever. So you can make as many of the meals as you want in the quantities that you want, and then have a customized shopping list for your meal plan. So basically, you're getting like this, except for as many meals as you want. If you want to be like us and do 3 months at a time, you can do that. Or you can just do a little mini session and have a few meals, whatever. And it's not the recipes that we pick for you, it's the recipes that you pick for yourself. And they're all like our tried and true freezer meal recipes. They've been not only made, but frozen, thawed, heated, so that we know that they taste good, they hold up to freezing, all of the things. So come join us there. We would love to have you. Plus, there's some other
members
informational
only
videos and yeah, we've got some other things in there for you. But anyway, link is down below for that. And now we are going to do the next recipe, which is our
beef and bacon goulash. It's stew meat, which we've already cubed and it's in our bag. It's 2 pounds in there. And because there's not enough meat, we're gonna add 5 slices of bacon. Well, it's in the title, so of course it's gotta be there.
Yeah.
I went ahead and pre-chopped 5, I think there might be 6 here. Is there such a thing as too much bacon?
I don't think so.
If you wanted to, you could fry this up so it's crispy, but I don't know, if you ever put crispy bacon in something soupy in the slow cooker, it's not crispy in the end anyway, so just go ahead and
save yourself some time.
Save yourself a step and put that in there. What else do we need?
We've got 1 cup of beef broth. We're gonna do some sliced mushrooms, so 1 1/4 cups of
I think
sliced
I
mushrooms.
oversliced the mushrooms.
Yeah.
We have to make 2 of these, so I'm gonna put half in.
Sure, why not?
My hands are clean, I swear.
It's mushrooms.
It's mushrooms.
It's gonna work.
So that is almost half. I'm gonna do like that.
Yeah, that sounds good. And then we've got our sliced onion. And now on the day you cook this, you can add some cornstarch to thicken it up. The reason we're not adding it now is because cornstarch is one of those things that actually doesn't freeze well. Your sauce will separate if you've got cornstarch. There's a few exceptions. We have a few meals that the cornstarch does work, but in general, cornstarch is one of those things that you don't want to put in and then freeze and thaw. So.
Yeah. We're going camping today and I'm going to take our favorites. So I threw together a beef stroganoff, I threw together a tater tot casserole because they really are just, we always eat them. They're the best. They're easy to throw together because we almost always have that stuff on hand. And I still have to think about it, but I'm gonna make like a chicken dump recipe to go ahead and freeze those and take them camping. And it was so fast. I did those 2 things, including browning my meat in like, 45 minutes, half an hour? It was super easy. So once you get the hang of this, bang, bang, you're gonna be so good at this. We're gonna make your life so much easier.
You're gonna thank us.
You're gonna thank us. So we gotta get all of that air out of there. Everybody has different methods for doing it. That's how I do it.
I've done
Look how
none
big this is. Look how hearty this is. That's gonna be amazing.
It's a good one. I mean, okay, full disclosure, I hear it's a good one because my family likes it. I don't eat beef, so I have never tried it.
It's all good.
Hey, I wonder if that would be good for camping.
I didn't take my slow cooker, but we're not gone yet. I could put it in there. Maybe we'll do that. Keep you posted.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We've had a ton of fun together and with you. We hope that you are thrilled with what you've been able to do. We're super proud of you.
We're so proud of you. This is hard stuff, and not a lot of people know how to cook. Not a lot of people think about expanding their repertoire, but this is an easy way to do it, and everybody's just going to be so wowed at all your talent, and it's going to be like, no sweat. Do you remember the Rice Krispies lady? The mom who would make the Rice Krispies in the commercial, and she had to take it to the bake sale, and so she had to work so hard, so she sprinkled flour on her face and went by the fishbowl and went, psh, and everybody oohed and awed over the Rice Krispie squares. But the joke was, it really wasn't that hard. So,
our version of Rice Krispie squares.
That's right.
Anyway, we're gonna stick a video right there of some 5 ingredient freezer meals that you can do that you can also get the PDF for and all of that, and they are easy. So if you want to make both sets, you go right ahead. We also have a freezer sheet pan meal that's pretty awesome.
Very awesome.
That has the PDF as well. So check those out. Thank you for joining us and happy cooking.
See you next time.